Welcome to another film in this series. Plodder's gone AWOL. I'm knackered. I don't know if you remember, if you watched an earlier film, we walked up to the monastery, the derelict monastery, which is here. And today I'm going to walk some distance along this coastal path. There's a couple of small beaches I've never been to, and then there's Saran Kinny. Better get it right, my missus will tell me off. Saran Kinnique Saran Kinnique Beach, which is that way. I might not get there because it's boiling today. I do know what you're thinking right now though. Who the hell picked that colour shirt? It was not me. I'm a man of a certain age. When you get to my age, you're not capable of buying socks. So, the missus buys my outfits. Cool, innit? Basically, the route just takes you along a nice track all the way along. You can see the track carrying on up the side of the cliff face here. It wanders all the way around, over the hill, down all the way along the coast. That's Ali Pasha's castle where we were the other day when I ran out of SD card. So that's used a bit of phone footage. The village below is Anthusa. The water down here looks absolutely beautiful. If you're wondering why my face is white, it's because I put factor 50 on. So if I look like Casper and it's all running down my face, it's because it's going to be very warm today. It's about, what's the time? Okay, it's 11 o'clock. Filming. Keeps trying to get in on this fodder's lost lark. No chance. Man only. Very straightforward route. Just follow the arrows on the road and just keep left, going all the way left, right next to the coast or the cliffs. You'll find lots of tracks running off to the right. I've not been down many of these. Some of them have red crosses on, meaning that's the wrong way, but doesn't mean you can't go down them. It just means it's not the normal route. Lots of them will just lead down back into the valley where I was walking up through to get to the watermill. When I started at Veltos Beach, turned right at Captain's Barn and I walked up through the valley and the groves and up to the watermill and then up to Anthusa. Lots of these tracks will work their way back down to into that valley. Oh, a bit of shade. Another few weeks, these will all be falling into the nets and getting collected. Oh, I like a nice olive. I know I said keep left all the way along the coast, but there are occasions when you shouldn't go left. Don't go left in on that cross down there. I'm not sure where it goes, but it's not where we're going. After about a mile and a third, just walking along that track, you'll come to well-established olive groves. If you turn right to this junction, I think it takes you around to Anthusa via there. There's a nice church and a cemetery that overlooks all that valley. Beautiful view. And then you just come in at the bottom of Anthusa, bottom of the village, in the higher part of the village. And then you're into the restaurants and bars. Hello. A lot of men preparing the nets for collecting the olives. Literally 20 yards further, you come to another right turning. It says Anthusa on the sign there. That takes you in a nice route up to the top of Anthusa, and you come in just below the castle into the top of Anthusa. But when you get to here, you come across one of the major A roads in Parga. You can tell it's an A road by the signs. Now that to me looks as if this should be a motorway or something. It isn't. You can get to Sarankinico down that route, and there's a route further up you can turn left as well. But there's some big dogs down that way, and the missus doesn't like big barking dogs. They're usually on that side of the fence. But Tony, Nico's real best friend, who we saw the other day in his pub, I'm not his best friend, Tony is. He's done a lot of walking around the hills, and he was saying the other day he went up on a route I was wanting to take onto the plains behind these mountains. So it's a beautiful route, he said, but he said the most frightening experience of his life, because up there's packs of wild dogs. They came out 50 yards away from him, really giving it some, and he had to do a runner, and he was warned by villagers in other parts of it to watch out because there's wild dogs, or to not even go down some tracks because of the packs of wild dogs. Over on the top there's lots of I think there's goats and sheep, and the dogs actually protect them. So they know the farmer, but they don't like anyone wandering around. And if you've seen the dogs here, they are massive. You wouldn't want to fight one of them or try and run away for one. There might be some on this route, so I've sent the missus ahead to check it out. So far so good, there aren't any. Jules! Any wild dogs? Give us a shout if you heard any. Tony bought one of these dog alarms, 150 decibels. You can't hear it, but he says it does work. You point it at the dog, press the button, and dogs can't stand it. I might get myself one the next time, because I want to do that route. Can you imagine the video footage? Being attacked by dogs? Maybe not. So after 2 miles, give or take, from where I pointed or started with the monastery is, you come across a steep downhill bit here and a track off to the right. That goes to Sarankinico. And this one down here, you're looking for this sign, Agios Sostis. Agios Sostis. I've not been down here before, but I think you're in for something special. Taking a good photo, darling. Here's a good girl. All the photos on these videos will be Jules. I've hardly taken any. I'm too busy. You can see where the tracks come. You see the trees there, wind its way down here. You go that way down to the beach, which I'll be going to in a minute. But first, you've got to go to this place. How cool is that? It's a church built between two rocks. Going in. Face all the rock face here. It's literally built against the rock. Is that cool or what? Take a photo, darling, please, for the video. Let's go. Wow! What a cool place. There's a big stairway here. You're at the bottom. It's the stairway to heaven. Get it? Church, stairway, heaven. Oh, maybe not. I'm wasted doing this. I'm wasted. I think this guy's, we'll pass the health and safety. You could scramble across that, down there and around that path, but I don't know what's around there, so I don't think I'll bother. Why do you need a roof in here? Why do they need a roof in here? Now you go down there to the beach. Oh, oh, oh. How cool is that? Of course, after every cooling swim you need a cooling drink. Plodder's lost, always comes prepared. I bought some plastic turkey, you know, that's sliced turkey in a sealed packet and some bread, and just made some sandwiches with a bite to eat, and it was disgusting. Some of the stuff you get in packets over here does not taste nice. The food in the restaurants is brilliant, but fortunately I went to Aldi before I came. No, the missus snack right. Mini cheddars. They're called mini cheese bakes, but they're like those mini cheddars or whatever are the branded name. And just like Snickers, you can get racers. They're just as nice. Still got another tin of beer, so I'm gonna hopefully try and get to the next beach. I was right with the road signs. It's a main road. Two people have driven it. The only way here is down that track we've just walked. So from the church, just retrace your steps back up to the turning on the left, and you walk this way. If I remember, to Sarankiniko. Sat nav's not working. It's warm now. You can see the path just in the distance running through the olive groves. You have to go all the way down to the beach and then work all the way back up. And the same this way. Well, I think this is the road where we turn left down towards Sarankinico, and it's steep on the road going down. Last time we came from the right. Oh, there's some dogs up there that me Julie's a bit wary of. I can run faster than Julie, that's why she's wary of. After 1.3 miles from that church, you just come onto the main road. That takes you back up towards Agia, where we were the other day, up in the village, quite high up. And you just follow the road down to the left. You can't miss the beach because there's nothing else down here. So after 1.5 miles from that church, you come to the beach. I've had a drink in this hotel, it's lovely. It's closed now because it's the end of the season. But look at this place, you're going to love this. Sarankinico, and I remember how to say it, beach. Cheers. When you've had a swim in the ocean, you can come back to Alex's bar, get a small beer, and enjoy the view. Look at the view. It's a good view, isn't it? I'll edit that bit out, but the rest of it's okay. You need to be working on your photos, flowers of Praga. You haven't done any today. Bet you can't wait to see that bit. Cheers. So after a beer on the beach and a beer in the bar, at Alexis bar, we're just tracing our steps home. There was another route you can go up that way, but there's some rabid dogs that way, and it takes you to Anthusa. We decided we want to go straight back, well, straight up and down back, and then end up at a bar in Parga. But you can see the route here. It goes through the trees in the distance. You can see some cliff edges down there, sandy colour, and the sandy route through. So we go back down here towards that church that we were at, and then we work our way back up, and then up and down all the way along the coast. I've got my cap on, because it's bloody hot and I burn very easy. Eventually, after 2.4 miles and almost an hour, you get to the road signs again. If you're desperate for a drink, go 1.5 miles that way, or something to eat, and get a taxi back into Parga from up there. If not, if you're like me, get fit, ready to go. You follow the missus. It's like a mountain goat. Right, so I'm going to go down here now and trace my roots back and end up in a bar, I hope, or hospital. In the distance on the top of that hill, you can just about see the church that we walked up to when you're going to Lichnos. Down here at this headland, the nearest one to us, that's where the monastery is in the olive groves. So I'm coming to the end of this mini walk, and it finishes below the castle over there. You can see the lowest building just above all the greenery, straight across that way with slatted windows. That's Mike's bar, and in that bar there's a beer with my wife's name written all over it. And after a long day on the trail, pint of ice cold mythos, Mike's bar. A couple of the guys I know, this guy works in Don Camillo's in the summer. In the winter he's a tiler and builder. His family has a building sites all around. Shows some really lovely apartments he builds. As you know, Mike's mad. Your missus here. Do you make it alright, missus? You didn't get any photos of flowers there. I was a bit disappointed in your contribution was a bit poor today.
The best flower is me. Hello. He's also, but he's old flower.
Here's a rose.
Rose. Oh, yes.
Yeah, rose.
Spiky.
Thank you.
You're welcome.